Hi, welcome to another tutorial for using Graphla, a web-based data visualization application. In this tutorial, I'm going to cover building maps using the Google Map API. This is an option I'm really excited to deliver on Graphla because I feel building maps of your data often is it's very time-consuming or involves some really expensive proprietary software. And with Graphla, at least in the case of geocoded data, it's actually very simple. So like with a lot of other things, I've got some data here. It has latitude and longitude information in it, along with some other categorical fields and metrics. And I'm just going to paste it in, and I select the Google Map visualization. And at the most basic level, I just need latitude and longitude. So like with a lot of other visualizations, I'm just taking the data, my inputs, and then copying the data into the input dimension area, and there I go. I get a map of my data. Now a caveat here, this is using the Google Map API, so this data is being sent to Google to help to visualize the latitude and longitude. Obviously it's using the Google API. It has to be sent to Google to render. So I just want to clarify that because that's different from everything else. All the other visualizations, the data just stays on your computer and it isn't sent anywhere. So that's one of the things. To get the ease of use of the Google API, I had to kind of sacrifice that. So like with a lot of other visualizations, I use position, color, and size to help really take full advantage of a data set. So in this case, the position is placed based on the latitude and longitude, but I can also use this group field that I've created here to help color code the different dots. So as you can see, I've got different based on the grouping here, and this is just some fictitious data that I made up just for demo purposes. When you create a grouping, when you define a grouping in this, there's a legend that gets created that's color coded, and so it tells you what what is green, what is yellow, what is orange, what does that mean. But then also when you hover over these, you can see that the other observations, the other groups disappear. So when I'm hovering over orange, I only see the orange. So that's one more little quick tool that helps you to kind of explore what's going on. In addition to grouping, I also have this ability to use a metric of some kind to help make the dot a different size. So in this case, you can see here, this could be a population, maybe it's GDP, maybe it's life expectancy. It's some kind of metric. It's another dimension to the data that I want to visualize, and so I can express that by making a different size dot that's driven by that particular metric, and it just helps with helping explore the data further. Also, as you, like with a lot of other things in Graphla, as you hover over the data points, there's a little tooltip that comes up here. And if you want more information in the tooltip, you can just drag and drop those fields into this other input dimension field called More Pop-Up Info. I'm going to run through just one more map just to show you something that I think is really cool with Graphla. So I have some sample data here, another sample data set, and I'm going to copy that in here. And so, once again, we see here's the fun of Graphla. It's just copying and pasting the data, dragging and dropping fields in, and just watching the maps materialize. So in this case, this was some data from Florida. And what's cool here is, you notice with the first data set, it was global. I had data points scattered all over the world. And so I got a zoom level that showed the whole world. Well, what Graphla attempts to do is look at the data and figure out where should I center this map? Where should I put the focus so I can, help you quickly visualize. But, if it doesn't, you still have the same zoom out, zoom in features. This is basically a Google map. I can sit here and zoom in and out of this and explore further. So, like I said, this is the Google Map visualization. I think it's a very useful tool. It's just one more tool in your arsenal for visualizing data. If you're interested in the Graphla project, please go to graphla.com and go over here to the beta link. This is going to launch the application that I was just showing you. And then if you scroll down further on the page, I have more information about the project and about me. There's a YouTube channel, Facebook page, a Twitter account. You can follow the project and follow what's going on. And remember, Graphla is free to use. It's runs entirely in your web browser. And so right now I'm just looking for a lot of feedback. What you think. Is it useful? Is it not? What do you get out of it? So that's it for that one. Thanks for watching and have fun exploring your data.